What you shaking your head for?
Oh, that ain't no God. Yeah. What you shaking your head for? That ain't no God.
All right, we live. Check the feed, bros. It's on Flee Egypt.
Flee Egypt.
Yeah.
You good?
It's loading on mine.
It's still loading.
Yeah.
Close it out and go back on to this shit, right?
Nah, we going. Yeah, we straight.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men who taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to you, sincere and humble brothers, faithful and diligently preaching this word with fear and trembling. Shalom to the believers who subscribe to this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. All right, we the GMS Memphis Camp, coming with another Sunday live lesson. Seed sown by the wayside, right? So we understand that we are in the times where this word is going out, all right? And the seed represents the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And as this word goes out in the earth, it's going to fall in a lot of places where it's not going to take root, okay? As you see us on these different platforms in all the major cities in America and around the earth, right? We go out week in, week out. Brothers go out through the week. So the labor is being done. The seeds are being planted daily. But understand, when you plant seeds, they don't always take root because of the different conditions that surround them. The different environments that those seeds are planted in. So we're gonna get into the parable. Lord, will you be edified?
This is Matthew 13 and 18. It says, "Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which is sown in his heart."
Yep. So when somebody hears this word, which we're preaching what? The kingdom of heaven. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And ultimately we're preaching it to who? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. According to biblical prophecy, you are the children of the Most High. You are the sons of God, Yasharallah. All right? When we're preaching this gospel to you, all right, there's always different variables, which those variables are the devices of Satan that desire to keep you from receiving the kingdom of heaven, right? Go ahead.
It says, "This is he which receiveth seed by the wayside.
Yep.
But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and Anan with joy receiveth it."
And with what?
Is that Anan? How do you pronounce that?
Where you at?
Right here on 20 and A-N-O-N.
Yeah, yep. Con.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's look that up. Go to the mic. Go to Matthew 13 and 20. Look up the word Anan, A-N-O-N.
Look like right here on my sword it said immediately.
Uh-huh.
So it might be. Yeah, it might
Immediately.
be. Yeah, it might be it.
Yep. Read it again from the top of 20.
Okay, come. Matthew 13 and 20. It says, "But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and ain't with joy receiveth it.
Yep, immediately.
Immediately.
Right? So we're going to get in and see what it say in the blue letter.
This the blue letter in the definition of word for it. Straight, level. It's straight, level, straightforward, upright, true, sincere, straightway, immediately, forthwith.
So read it again, verse 20.
Matthew 13 and 20. But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and ain't with joy receiveth it.
Right, so you know, you're going to have individuals, right, that's going to hear this word, and immediately it's going to hit home, right? It's going to strike a nerve. A light bulb is going to pop on, and they're going to understand, hey, I'm the chosen, right? I'm the son of God. I'm Israel. I'm the one that the Lord, I'm part of the nation that the Lord has set up for salvation, right? And for so long, you know, they have been in the world not knowing this, and then as soon as they hear it, it's instant gratification. It's like, yes, this is what I've been looking for, right? But go ahead, what happens? Go ahead.
All right, verse 21, it says, yet have he not root in himself, but dureth for a while.
Yeah, it say, but he don't have no root in himself, right? And that root really goes into the root of this truth is faith. So you have to believe that you have the ability to endure what comes with the kingdom of heaven. What comes with the kingdom of heaven? Get that Acts 14, through much tribulation now.
Well, this Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Right, continue in the faith, meaning what? Grow in this faith. Remember, we're talking about seeds being sown. When you sow seeds, they're supposed to grow, right? But if you don't have no roots, if the seeds don't grow any roots and sink down in the soil, right? Then they what? They root up and they wither away, okay? So that's why I say they endure for a season, but then as soon as hard times come, they fall away. It's gonna get into it, let's go.
It says, for when tribulation or persecution
arise. But the brother just read, through what? Much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. All right? Go ahead.
It says, for when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Yep. So that's what ends up happening. You know, the weather comes and the hard times to, you know, weather the storm, so to speak, causes them to fall away. The hard trials of this life causes, you know, Jake to fall away, you know, and forsake, you know, this word, man. Go ahead.
It says, he also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word.
Read it again.
He also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he become unfruitful.
Right, so the thorns, you can compare the thorns to what? It say the cares of this world. So what are some of the things that you care for in this world? Your family, right? Your job, you know, you might have a certain reputation that you don't want to ruin, you know, your appearance, you know. Jake, there's a lot of thorns that Jake hear this word when they come in, they poke on it. See, what thorns do is poke. That's a choke, sticky. And when you're getting stuck, you know, that's not a comfortable feeling.
Irritate you.
So what you do is to become more comfortable, you forsake the seed, you know. You fail to nourish that seed, because the only way that those thorns are going to get taken out of the way is if you nourish that seed. You gotta, you know, when you plant something, you have to water, make sure you keep the weeds from around it. You don't need those things that stunt the growth, all right, and stop you from bringing forth fruit. Remember, the Lord say, bring ye forth fruit, meet for repentance. All right, so you can't be stagnant. This thing is a thing of, you know, growth. You got to keep going, man. You got something? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4:3. For thus saith the Lord to the man of Judah in Jerusalem, break up your fallow ground and sow now among thorns.
Yeah, break up your fallow ground, right? The fallow ground really is your mind. You going to the ground. The ground is your mind, because the word, where is it received? Where do you plant this word? In your mind, right? But you know, Jake got that stony heart. All right, so you gotta. This ain't that good soil so far with Jake. This ain't that good soil where you ain't gotta do nothing to it, but pretty much stick your finger down in there, make a hole and drop. No, you gotta go get that shovel. You gotta do some work, man. You gotta labor, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4:4. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord and take away the foreskins of your heart.
Right.
You men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire and burn that none can quench it because of the evil of your doings.
Hey, and that's a warning, man. You know, because the Lord told us to come out here and warn the people of Him. So we understand, as we're preaching this word, the things that we preach are ultimately going to provoke Jake to either get right, or it's going to cause them to harden themselves even more, because the things that we testify of Yahweh Shem Yahushua written in the scriptures, it cuts them. You know, the truth, what the truth does, it either molds you or it breaks you. Right?
Makes a break.
It either makes or breaks you. You had something out? Go on, go ahead.
All right, you want me to read 22 again, or just go?
Keep going.
All right, this is Matthew 13:23. It says, but he that receiveth seed into the good ground, he, Salakia, is he that heareth the word and understandeth it.
Right, because you got to understand, just hearing this word is ultimately you have to understand it. Give me Proverbs to my verse 4:7, and then you have to understand it. And when you really understand this word, it bestows a certain amount of fear upon you to give attendance to it. You know, it's just like, you know, you plant something, and once it starts growing, you're gonna be mindful of every day to check on its growth. You're gonna be like, okay, I got a watermelon patch. I need to go out here and make sure, you know, it's doing, the status of it is doing good. Right. If you would need some water, is some weeds that need to be taken out of the way, you know. Is any of them ready for me to take out, you know, and eat, all right, or whatever. But the main thing is you got to maintain this truth, man. And when you really understand this word, when you hear this word and you really understand it, you understand the work that comes with it, all right? You got something else too?
Yeah.
Okay, get the Proverbs 4 and then get what you got.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal things. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Con. So the understanding of this truth is that once you get into it, it ain't no turning back.
Right.
You see? Go ahead, Yakanan.
Hey, this is quick precept. This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. It says, I have planted, Apollos watered,
Yep.
but the Most High gave the increase.
Yep.
And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, I planted the seed in your hearts.
Planted the seed in our hearts. Who done that? Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
And Apollos watered it.
Right.
Like you were saying, you gotta attend to it.
You gotta attend to it.
He checking on it, watering it, making sure that, let me see how it's doing. Is it growing? Is it,
Yep.
Is it ready to eat? What's going on?
Yep. Yep. And that's Apostle Paul, right? Because, we are all sent out with seeds that need to be planted. All right? Come on.
Come this way.
Come.
Back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right here.
Yeah. You can come right here in the middle, Rob. But yeah, so read that again.
NLT or it don't matter.
You can read it in the NLT if
All
you want.
right.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. It says, I planted the seed in your hearts, and Apollos watered it. But it was the Most High who made it grow.
Yep. Yep. So at the end of the day, all right, the whole reason that we continue is up to the Most High at the end of the day. He's the reason that, you do the necessary work it takes to endure. All right? Now, when you hear this word and, you take it for granted, it's also the Most High that takes the spirit away from you. So it's really not up to us. That's what Apostle Paul says. It's the Most High to get an increase, man. Go ahead, Tamai. You had another one.
This is James chapter 1, starting at 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness and engraft words, which is able to save your soul. Engrafted word.
The engrafted word, which is able to save your souls, man. Right? So you know that this is dependent upon your salvation. You knowing that is really the true wisdom. Right? And nothing's going to separate you from the fact that the only way that you can get salvation is through you continuing, man. Go ahead, Tamaya.
Verse 22. But be ye doers of the words and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Right. So you have to, so long, once you hear this word, you got to do what? Right? You got to get to work. That's just like, you can't be in orientation forever. You start a job, orientation what? 3 days, maybe a week, even if it's 2 weeks. However long the orientation is, you can't be like, oh, well, I ain't time down, I still want to stay in orientation. I ain't ready to go to work yet. Hell no. You gotta go to work. When he showed you what you to do, when he told you what to do, get that in second nature. The Lord had given us straight commandments. You got something?
I want to in the same.
Go ahead.
He in the same book.
Go ahead, you can speak on it.
Verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
You still the same nigga. You ain't doing the work. Ain't nothing changed about you. Go ahead.
Verse 24. For he beholding himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetting what manner of man he was.
Forgot his purpose. You forgot, what your calling was. And that's what the world will do. The world will make you lose sight of what's most important, right? Give me that Karab Siki first. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tamaya. Is there more? You want him to read some more?
No, that's it.
Okay, go ahead, Yakanan.
All right, come. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and 21. It says, for the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, that Salakia, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
Right. So, you know, it tell you that the Most High's commandments are not grievous. You know, it's really simple. Now, what makes it hard is the flesh, but the mind gives you the ability to either do what's right or do what's wrong. But it all depends on what you feed your mind, right? That's just like with any type of person that, you know, body builds. You know, you can work out, but if you don't eat right, you ain't gonna get the results. You know, so you know what to do, but if you don't do it, you're not gonna get the results, man.
If you don't apply it,
Yep.
you don't apply the words, man.
Yep.
Basically, like you looking in the mirror, you the same nigga, man. Ain't nothing changed about you. That's why I say, receive and grab the word, which you're able to save your souls, but you gotta be here with the word.
And I do it.
And do it.
Yeah, you gotta be hearers. You gotta be doers and not hearers only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what it say, you are clean through the word.
Speak up.
You are clean through the word, which I spoken on to you. You know. So basically, you just gotta apply the word to your everyday walk of life, man. So.
Yep. Go ahead with that.
Seek ye first.
Yeah. Parag. Yeah.
Let me get it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. That's something on the top.
This Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. It said, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. This Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High.
Slide to the right a little bit, just a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. All right, now the box, this stay right there, the box will be right there. Come. All right, read it again.
This is Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yep, all these things shall be added unto you, man. So, you know, whatever cares or concerns you have in the world, none of it is more important than the kingdom of heaven. All right? And if it be of the Most High will to give you anything that's in this world, you know, got a spot for you right there. He gonna give it to you, man. But he's not gonna give you something that's gonna cause you ultimately to forsake this word, unless it was never meant for you to have it anyway, right? Remember, get that. The Lord said he won't put more on you than you can bear.
First Corinthians 10 and 13. What you already done? It said, take 1 Corinthians 10 13. There had no temptation taking you, but such as coming to man, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
Yeah. Hey, and temptation is what the Lord is all about. The Lord is all about testing you. Okay? So when this seed gets sown, you're supposed to realize that, hey, any day, some bad is going to shake you up. Some variable in your life, all right, is going to shake you up. Remember, Amos 9 and what's that? Amos 9 and 9. Go ahead, get Amos 9 and 9, Baba Kushai.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
Right, you know, and we're being shaken up, okay, because the Lord wants to test the faith of his elect, right? If you truly got faith, where it say, get that and say, be unmovable. You're not going to be moved out of the way, you know. Scripture say, be unmovable, man. All right? Yep. Yeah, whoever there, go ahead and
1
read.
Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable.
Because what sift mean? Sift mean to shake up.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
Unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Always abounding in the work of the Lord. Right? This thing is about laboring, man. Right? The only assurance that we have is that we continue to be diligent. That's the only, once you stop doing the work, at that point, it's almost stamped that you're not of the elect.
It say, it's like always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Abound mean increasing. So you can't stay, once you will start hearing the word, it said you gotta start doing the word. You gotta start teaching. You gotta become teachers. You gotta learn. You gotta eat the whole roll. You gotta learn this thing, man, in and out.
Yep.
Right? It's just like if you go to school to be a mechanic, you don't just watch the teachers show you how to work on it. Eventually, you start working on it. You learn how to change oil. You learn how to change tires. Then next thing, you know how to assemble, disassemble a whole engine.
Yep.
Right? You know the ins and outs of it, man.
Everything gotta be hands-on when it comes to the mechanic.
If I can say this, that's why the Lord look at us as a plant. Remember, a seed. When you plant a seed in the ground, it grows. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we had ever since we came into the truth. In the beginning, what we increased. It's a growth process. You know what I'm saying? Look at the apostles. Look at the elders. And look at us. You know what I'm saying? When we got in the truth, we ain't have nothing to do but what? Grow and grow and grow. We that plant. Now we a part of a branch. Of what? You have about Shemal Shah, man.
That's right.
So we can't do nothing but continue to increase and grow. Remember what Apostle Paul said? Hey, the Lord give it the increase.
Spirit.
But all he do is what? And he just planted the seed. You see?
It say always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Yeah. But if you quit, if you stop abounding in the work, then all that work you done, however long it was, it was for a lost cause. It was in vain. And you got Jakes, man, that was in this thing, double-digit years and fall off. 15, 17, So the fear kicks in when you see those examples. Like, man, you can't, that's why I tell you, gotta keep going. You can't never think it's good enough,
When the Lord word infinite.
Yeah. And you see the apostles, they showing you the example. You see the men that have labored before us, those are the examples you follow, and you will wonder, what make them keep going? I know they gotta be hurting. I'm hurting. I'm in my 20s or 30s, 40s.
Can't stand on concrete like that long.
And, apostles, 50s, pushing 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But that's why I say mark that perfect man.
Yep.
Mark that perfect man, man.
That's right. Yep. And when you see yourself getting weak, what the Lord say, for when the scriptures say, for when I am weak, you are strong.
Yep, that's right.
So, that's always something to keep in account. You have to understand that there are men out there that have been in your shoes, that's been through it, you know what I'm saying? We say, common to man, there's no
temptation.
Yeah, get that. Get that.
Yeah, the bunch of read it. Anna.
Get it again.
Yep, get it again. Yep.
Yeah.
Anna just read that junk. Let the spirit come back out because somebody needs to hear this. It can soak in them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the spirit. Go ahead, though, Anna.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13. They had no temptation taking you, but such as coming to man.
See?
But the Most High is faithful, who will not.
It's like, what is common? See, what is common, though? It said not coming to man. You know what I'm saying? It's really nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody catch hell. That's common. Everybody catch hell, bro. But in the truth, guess what? The Lord said, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's coming to what? Us. But guess what? When you come into the truth, you're going to catch hell. That's coming. That's why the Lord said that, man.
But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape.
Hey, look, and that's brutal because when you go to Baruch 4:18, he said what? It said, he that brought these plagues upon you shall deliver you from the hands of your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So in the obstacle, in the trials and tribulations you go through, guess what? The Lord gonna bring you out of, but it's a test, like Mark said, it's a test. We've been tested. We've been tested. Every itch way of life, we've been tested. Whether it's your job, your woman, the kids, you know what I'm saying? Certain foods, anything, we've been tested.
It said, also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
And what? We be able to what?
Bear it.
What? Withstand. That's why the Lord said, cleave unto me what? Depart not away. You know what I'm saying? So we able to what? Hold on and cleave unto him and stay strong and endure. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is a rock 2 in 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Man, and this was one thing, Jake take that shit lightly though, man. Bro, this is the second time, bro. Bro, Jake take it lightly. Prepare thyself for temptation. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jake take it lightly, bro. This is the Lord speaking. He said, prepare your soul for temptation, bro. That shit come all fashion, shape, and size, man.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Jake act like it's just okay, I'm gonna catch a little hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be all right. No, sir. He said, prepare your soul for temptation. Think about it, and back in the time when the apostles, the prophets, man, Daniel.
Yep.
Put yourself in Daniel's position in the lion's den. What you would have did? You know what I'm saying? He would test it right then and there. But what he do? He trusted in Yahweh Shemel Shah. He started praying to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because his neck was on the line. Even with the king and with the lions, his neck was on the line, man. You gotta talk to him.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Man, he said, set your mind aright. Meaning what? You gotta apply your mind to the scriptures. That's it. Apply your mind. Okay, the Lord said this, so if the Lord said I do this, then cool. If I do this, then the Lord gonna protect me. I gotta put my trust in the Lord.
Yeah, you gotta pull it together. When things are going into how the Lord is shaking things up to tempt you to see what you're gonna do under pressure, right? Remember, a friend cannot be known in prosperity.
That's right,
right?
bro.
So the thing about us claiming that we're men of the Lord and friends of the Most High, he's gonna see if that holds to be true when you're under pressure, right? Because all these things are happening to you. But what's your mindset, right?
Yeah.
Your mindset should be what? Singly laser focused in on the kingdom, no matter what. Because see, when shit start hitting the fan, you got to hold fast to what you have that nobody can take away from you. What's that? This truth.
Right.
That's all you got.
All you got, bro.
The only thing, like all this shit going on, the reason that you be shaking is because you taking L here. You know, you have to go through something that you really don't got the energy or the means to handle over there. But you gotta focus on what you can control. You can control doing this.
Bro, that's so beautiful. Talk to Mark, that's beautiful. All right, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, like the only one that can take it away is really you, but really, hey, it's up to Yahweh Shemel Shah. But hey, you can control on how you do the work, man.
Yep.
How you your perspective on it.
Yep.
What are you putting emphasis on? What is important to you, man?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Prioritize.
Because, example, all right, the concentration camp. What if someone go to the concentration camp? We ain't got brothers. We ain't got friends. We ain't got family. We ain't got the Bible. What we got? We got Yahweh. See that? That's all we got. We can't read, we can't do nothing, but everything planted in our mind.
Yeah.
You see that? Because that's all we got.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's what I say. Work out your own salvation with fear and
Come
trembling.
on, man. You can't get around this, man.
Brothers got it.
It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Make not haste.
It's like talking about, because he that endure to the end, what?
The same shall be saved.
So that's why the Lord said constantly endure, man. You got to talk about
Make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Because remember, the word patience means to suffer. So when trouble comes, you know, it's not comfortable, right? It say no present for like when you, I'm trying to quote it, but pretty much when you're going through something, it's not comfortable at that time. At the time when you're going through shit, it's not comfortable. But it's not the end all, the be all. You gotta realize that it's gonna pass as long as you stay focused. But how you stay focused and what you stay focused on depends on what comes next.
Okay.
Right? You can either be made stronger through trials and tribulations, or you can be made an example of the ones who the Lord has reserved for destruction. Pretty much, you could be set in that lot to be one of the ones the Lord has made a reprobate.
Yeah.
Which, matter of fact, get that. Examine ourselves, whether
Daily.
you be daily, whether they be in their faith. All right, and then go into the word reprobate. I think that's that 1 Corinthians.
Yeah. This 2 Corinthians,
2 Corinthians.
13 and 5.
Come.
Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith, and prove your own selves.
So that's what it means by make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Like, study the situation. When the trouble comes, like, okay, think about what's going on. Stop, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do." You moving before you think. Think about what's going on. Right? Think about who's in control.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Prove yourselves, and know ye not your own selves.
This test, remember, you're your biggest enemy in this truth. This test is really dependent upon how you react when the hard times come. You know, you're taking a test, you get all the answers that's easy. You're like, "Oh, I know that one. I know that one.
Right.
I know that one."
Right.
So you've been getting the answers like that every question. But then you get to that one, you've been on a roller. It's been easy. Then you get to that one, you stooped.
Damn.
You just mark something anyway and
Yeah.
keep going. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the Lord said, make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to examine. Go ahead.
Know ye not your own selves. How dare Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Right. Don't you know that the Lord is working with you?
Yeah.
Don't you know that Yahweh Shai is in control of all things? Right? And the only way that you forget that is if you are reprobate. Get that word reprobate.
This is reprobate in the New Oxford American Dictionary, a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Hey, go back to Amos 9 and 10, man.
Said not the elect. And
So the only way you're gonna forget, only way you're gonna forget about this thing, this truth.
right.
Only way you're gonna forget that this is about your heart by seeing how Shai being glorified in you is if
Right.
you a reprobate.
Oh, wait.
This ain't about you. This ain't about the shit that you got going on.
That's what Jake failed to realize. That's why niggas become lovers of themselves. Because what's that knowledge puff it up. So they get so more tuned that they got followers, they got females liking them, they got Jake content, you know what I'm saying? So they all yeah, I'm something there. You forgot, nigga, this all about you, how about you on shot?
Yep.
Fuck you doing? You know? You got it out.
Yeah, Amos 9 and 10.
Yep.
This is Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake, not prevent us.
Nor prevent us. The evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So you got to realize, like the Lord said, Isaiah 45:7. What he say? I make good, I create evil. I the Lord do all these things. Right? So you have to realize, hey man, don't get beside yourself and think that you in good case. Because he say what? Many more evils shall be done in the latter time. Right?
Yeah.
So this thing is gonna get worse. You know? The hell that's coming upon us is going to get worse, man. Right?
Hey, that's why Esau pushing the facade that make America great again. It's been going on for what, like 4 years, 5 years. Make America great again. That's their facade. But guess what? We understand through the spirit and the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai in the scriptures, it ain't gonna get better. It's gonna get worse.
Yup. 2 Peter 3:17. What you got?
I got 2 Corinthians 8 and 50.
Okay.
Salaki, that's cool.
Okay.
But
Matter of fact, we're gonna go 2 Peter. We're gonna start at 3 and 12. We'll probably wrap up and read down through it. But go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
See, pride, man. Pride will make you take your hand from the plow and think that you in good case.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Pride will make you be like, oh, you know, that was just some.
What they call Mr.
I'm
Know-It-All.
on to the next one. That's something else to do now. What you say, Op?
What they call Mr. Know-It-All.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Got-It-All.
You got it figured out.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, you got the plan, but if that plan don't include Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, hey, man, it's over with.
It's your motherfucking time. Cause we here to exalt Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. Remember, he chose us. He called us. He ain't chose us yet.
Right.
Because once we get delivered, Lord willing, we are part of that number, man. Each one of us starting with the apostles, a great millstone, and those that like-minded with us. You know what I'm saying? If we been called and chosen, bro, that's, you know, that's what it is.
That's why I say give diligence to
Make your call election sure.
But this is Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it should come to pass at that time that I would search Jerusalem with candles.
Where's the candle? The truth. That's why we're on the highways and the hedges. That's how we search Jerusalem, because we out here week in, week out. You know what I'm saying? In season, out of season, and we doing lessons and videos. You know what I'm saying? Comes to edify in the church. So that's how we searching Jerusalem with candles, man.
It said, and it should come to pass at that time. Candles, if I can add, those candles represent this word, this ministry.
Right.
So this, what you put on a candle, what? It's a light.
It's a light.
You know, so this is what we search in Jerusalem with, this word, man.
Oh, this Revelation 3:15.
That's why I say that. You must speak in season, out of season. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take breaks, then what? Feed the Lord, because the Lord had commanded us to what? Feed the flock.
And be a light unto the world. He said, no man lighted a candle and hided it under a bushel.
Yeah.
So when you stop doing this work, what you know what I'm saying, what you ultimately doing is taking that candle and putting it, you know, taking the candle out, taking the wick out, and come on, man. You can't do that. The Lord gonna charge you for that.
That's right.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it should come to pass at that time that I would search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
They settled on their leaves, man. Get that word leaves. You know? But this ain't that time, man. The scriptures say the labor is plenteous.
But the harvest.
The harvest is plenteous, but the labors are few. Yeah. The harvest plenteous, but the labors are few. The water. Because it's way more work that needs to be done than the amount of workers that are available, man. You know, really, the whole entire nation was set up to be kings and priests. You know. But the Lord only said 144,000 out of the nation is gonna be really doing the work. You know.
Because the 1/3 consists of men, women, and children that believe. You know what I'm talking about? you know, hold on to the truth.
Yeah.
But the elect gonna be more just doing the work.
Bring it out, bro. What we looking up? Speak up.
What's up?
Speak up a little bit when y'all read. Go ahead.
It's leads, it's shamir, and it means to settling of wine.
To do what?
The settlings of wine.
Of wine.
Of wine.
Go ahead.
It say dregs, wines on the leads.
Go ahead.
Let me get this. Let me get the root word.
Yeah, get the root word, but
yeah.
you got. I know you're gonna say something about the
Yeah,
wine.
you already know it because the philosophy,
Yeah.
which come from who? The serpent.
Yup.
That's why a lot of people are selling stuff today. Look at IUIC. High Street. They are
Babylon.
selling. You know what I'm saying? They are selling their leads because they got it. They've been paid out. 501c3 try to have paid them out. So they are selling. They are comfortable in this society.
Like 5-7, it would destroy you in your security.
In your security. See that?
It's safe.
This is the root of the word. It said to keep, guard, observe, and give heed.
So they are settled on their guard. Which guard going back to though? A watchman. How you gonna be sitting down? You a watchman when you sitting down drinking or texting on the phone. Or you know what I'm saying? You ain't paying attention to your job. That's why they had certain means it was an hour think Jake Pop be on the tower for like say 8 hours, 9 hours, then another Jake come, hey, go ahead, do your thing, get some sleep or whatever. I'll be on the tower for 8 hours, 9 hours, then you go, he'll do the same thing somebody else come because it's 24 hours a day at the time. You know what I'm saying? So if you bullshitting on your tower, you set it on your lead. So when the troops coming or the enemy coming, you're not aware of it because you set on your lead. And that's what you have right now with the other Israelite camps. Why? Because they're not warning the people of the dreadful day of the Lord. They're not telling the people that the so-called white man finna come down having great wrath, man. They're not warning the people that the Lord finna come back with thermonuclear missiles. They set on their lead. They're not telling the people that the mark of the beast, all right, is the RFID chip. They set on their lead, man.
Yep. I'm gonna finish it. And punish the man that set on the lead.
He gonna punish those that's not speaking the truth, the 100% gospel, man. He gonna punish them, man.
Yep.
It's coming.
They say in their heart, the Lord will not do good.
Right? It's not June. Remember that? You see that? The Lord not gonna do good. They saying that, but guess what? Time is coming, man.
Neither will he do evil.
See that?
Hey, get the Strong's definition of the word least, then go back and get the word settled.
The Lord is not playing, bro. That's why he said he gonna give us pastors according to his heart, you know, according to his mind. That he gonna feed you with knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Because one way or another, the Lord gotta get his word out correct. You know what I'm saying? Because he know how Esau can tell Jacob, man, I give you $1 million. Just tell him that. Jacob like, hey, I'm trying to escape the curses.
They go back to the seed, not the.
That's it. So come on now. But you still have what he said, have 7,000 men that what? Have not bowed down about all, man. And that's what you see, man. Starting with the apostle. The apostles could have sold out, but did they? No.
Right.
They got locked up. They still doing what the Lord commanded them to do. Man, take heed, man.
Hey, that made me think of, I believe, was that Eleazar? They was trying to, he was an older, it's in the Apocrypha, but they tried to make
yeah, about the pork.
Yeah, but they was like, well, just eat some lamb and just say it's pork. You know, pretend.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the same type of, you know.
Same type of spirit, bro.
I'm trying to get them to sell out.
Yep.
Right.
Even going to that jab. They know they ain't taking the jab on camera for real. But it looked like they is, so what the people would do it, the influence. Because Jake got what? The influence, man.
Right.
But we got the influence too. This is the spirit you have about Shemal Shah, man.
Get that
Got
word
it out.
settled out.
Strong's H 7087. Confirm.
and it means to thicken, condense. How you say this word right here?
Which one? Congeal. Congeal.
Congeal.
Yeah.
Congeal, settle, and become dense.
Yeah.
To shrink,
To shrink.
to thicken, as unracked wine.
Watching wine. You know what wine?
Go ahead.
It say curdle milk, cloudy sky, curdle and dark and settle.
What word that was?
That was settle. That was settle in blue letter.
Go ahead.
Now this it on there.
And on Strong's.
Nah, I just read the strong.
Okay.
You know, sometimes blue letter
They
go
don't
off.
give you
It ain't saying I ain't saying it's going off. I'm just trying to see what all is coming with, you know. But pretty much being settled on your leads is slacking on the job, man.
Yeah, that's why I said
know?
about the bank. I'm gonna hit it this way,
It's cool. It's done. We can. I just wanted to see what else it was gonna bring. We don't want to go too much on the points.
I got it in here on my little journal.
On what?
The Oxford American Dictionary. It say to resolve and put in order. To resolve or reach an agreement about an argument or problem.
Right. So anyway, just pertaining to what we're going into, you'll come to an agreement in your mind that it's okay for you not to continue in this work, man. Not to do this work, man. You know, to do your own thing. Right? So this Luke 21.
Hold on, That's why Pastor Bob made that video the other day about the etymology.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The root word of
Okay.
Now this is what you're looking for. I'll hit it out.
This is settle in the etymology. The verb come to rest.
You going? That is. Oh no, that's no.
Cause to sit, place, and put. To settle and colonize. It say to alight and sink down, descend and cave in.
To cave in. So you give up.
Give up? Yeah.
Yep. To give up. Yep. Hey, this Luke 21. I'm gonna read this one, then I'm gonna jump. This Luke 21:19. It says, "In your patience possesses ye your souls." Right? So you gotta have the ability to know how to weather the storm, so to speak.
Because patience go to suffering.
To suffering. Yep. So this is Luke 21, and I'm gonna start at 33, point being in 34. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Right? I remember I had asked the brother to grab that I be single. So you gotta stay focused on the things that are eternal. You know, remember the fashion of this world passed away, but the Lord say, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Because the Lord's words is ultimately going to establish the what? Next heaven and the next earth.
That's right. That's right.
Right? This place, I can say, was made to pretty much be destroyed. Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. You got that?
Verse 5.
This Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is in the eye, and if therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah. So if you keep this word as your primary focus, then whatever happens outside of it is not going to, you know, stray you off the path. You know, it's not going, it's not going to be a problem to overcome. It says Luke 21:34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. So when you go into the word suffering, it means excess, being excessive in things that don't matter. Remember, the Lord say, be one in this world that use the world, but don't abuse the world. You can't, like, get too engulfed in these things. And the more that closer we get to the end, the less those things that are outside of the ministry have to become less important. You know? Because every man has the different things that they like to, you know, do to balance out the work of this ministry, right, so that they can have, you know, comfort. But you have to understand that it's always those things that come second to this.
This verse.
This is Revelation 2 and 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember therefore from whence they are fallen, and repent, and do the first works. Or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of its place, except thou repent.
Yeah. You don't want the Lord to take that candle from you, man.
Right.
There's a lot come with that, man.
Come on, man. That candle is ultimately your salvation. The Lord take the light from you, right? Now you don't got no, you don't got no covering now.
You're in darkness.
You're in darkness.
Back in darkness.
Open
again.
season. For all what types of things?
Yep, I'm gonna read this again that y'all brothers can get what you got. We get 2 Peter 3 and 3. We'll start at 12 and jump. But I'm gonna read this again. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with suffering. Right. So you got when it say take heed, I mean you gotta be aware of what your spiritual growth status is. You know?
I didn't understand.
And when the time comes for you to get the increase, it's always gonna be a test. So you can't. The phone said I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. Well, I could have sworn I spoke plain, but you know, and that's what it is. Jake, don't understand that.
That's right.
That before you can grow, you have to go through things. You have to go through experiences to get to move to the next level, right? It says, finishing off, it says, least at any time your hearts be overcharged with suffering and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. So you might say, well, man, I'm good. I know what's going on. I know what's about to happen. But guess what? When you stop committing to this work, when you stop committing to the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he gonna make sure you don't see the day coming when he come to judge this place. He gonna come to you as a thief in the night, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
This 2 Peter 3, verse 19.
Nah, 2 Peter 3 and 12.
This 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day.
Start at 11.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are
you know that this place is about to be destroyed. You know that America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. You know that the MOB is up right around the corner, man. You know that they are about to come with martial law, concentration camps. You know these things are coming. You know the prophecy. You know the Spirit of the Lord is moving upon this place to judge it. Go ahead.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, he get that one. He go right into what you're saying.
Okay, come.
And you break it down and say, this is Job 19 and 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter days upon the earth.
Right, so we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, is sitting on the right hand. Yahushua is sitting on the right hand of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, all right? And he coming to judge this place, right? That the end, right, the end of all things are at hand. Right. So, you know at the end, you got to tighten this like at the end of a game. You watch these NFL and NBA games. Hey, it's a whole nother spirit they be in when the fourth quarter comes.
Yeah.
then let the game be close. And this thing gonna be close all the way until the end, man.
That's right, it is.
You know? It say the elect shall scarcely be saved.
That's right, Doc.
So it ain't gonna like we gonna be up by no big lead, you know what I'm saying? No,
like a blowout.
Like a blowout.
Yeah.
You know? The Lord gonna keep things tight.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna have that cut, cause y'all remember being so tight, we being tested by what our
Being
faith.
tested. Are you gonna stick to the plan?
Yeah, that's it.
You know, when you get down in them games and they get down to the nitty gritty, the last 2 minutes, it's all about who sticks to the plan.
Stand fast.
Stand
I gotta
fast.
do my brother. God
You
bless
know?
y'all, man.
All right.
It's all right. All right, go ahead. We'll see you later.
Okay.
All right.
What manner of persons are ye to be in our holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua?
Right. So when he's reading that, when he's writing this, he's telling you what manner of person you ought to be. Right after he asks that question,
Remember.
you're supposed to be looking for and hastening to the coming of our Lord.
That's right.
What else are you looking for? Right? Seeing you know these things, what you supposed to be doing? Go ahead, bro.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth.
All right, so if you're truly looking for a new heaven and a new earth, right? Give me Colossians, what's that, 3:1. Set thy affection on things above,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna be, look up the word affection. You're gonna be passionate about it. You're not gonna be nonchalant. You're not gonna be indifferent,
Ignorant.
you know?
Yeah, that's right, bro.
You're not gonna be knuckle dragging. It's gonna be, you're gonna have that fire
That's right.
when you really understand.
3 and 1.
I believe
it.
2.
All right, this is Colossians 3 and 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
That's what manner of person you ought to be. You ain't supposed to be them people be talking about they down to earth. You know? And man, that's bullshit. Because this earth is full of shit. It's filled with wickedness. It say wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth. So if you down to earth, they really mean you wicked. Go ahead, bro.
True.
Ain't nothing but say.
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Yeah, we just be patient. It's gonna come out.
This is affection. In the Oxford Dictionary, a gentle feeling of fondness or liking, the act of process of affecting or being affected.
Yeah, you couldn't get the blue letter? I get it. You see what this droid gonna do.
Hey, I got it in the etymology.
You go ahead and bring it out.
This is the etymology online for affection. It say an emotion of mind, passion, lust, and
Passion.
yeah.
Passion. Right? You're gonna be passionate because really passion means suffering. Passion means you're gonna be like it say take it cheerfully when you're changed to a lower state, man. And the only way you really can take it cheerfully is just to get out there and do the work. That's what like brother might see you like, damn, what's wrong? I'm good, I'll be all right. You'll tell a brother, what it is. Sometimes you might not say nothing. But then brother will see when you get out here, the fire in you, when bringing out these scriptures and doing this ministry, man. That's when you take it out by doing the work. Whatever you're going through, take it out by doing the work, feeding the sheep.
That's what I said. It said to act on.
Go ahead, bro.
It said to act on, to make do. That's the affection. It's the passion. Something that you love to do, man.
Yep.
But this is our reasonable service to come out here and prophesy, man, push forth the Lord's word, man. If not, guess what? We're gonna die.
Yep.
Just like 2/3, man. So what you gonna do?
You can't allow this thing to become a burden unto you.
That's right.
When it gets to the point like, man, I gotta go out again. I gotta go. do another sit down. Man, you know.
Yeah. Then what Jake make it.
Then you're not affectionate about it.
Uh-huh.
You lost that affection. That's like a woman that you done lost interest in.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta go. Man, she always, you know, woo.
But think about it though, but a bitch been good to you though. You will never feel that way.
Yep.
Every time I call that bitch, she give me everything I need, everything I want. She give me all the plans. You'll never get tired of her.
That's right.
You did about out the truth for the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause everything she done did for you.
Yeah.
How much more? You know what I'm saying? The truth, which is the real woman, which you so feel.
Yeah.
Every time you call upon the Lord, He there.
Yep. Hey, but it's all about, the end of the day, it's all about how you perceive this truth.
Yeah.
And how you see it. If you're not affectionate about it and your mind not on really the kingdom of heaven, then you're gonna lose interest.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I got it in the blue letter this
Come.
time. This is affectionate in the blue letter. It's to have understanding, be wise, and to feel and to think.
Go ahead.
To think or judge what one's opinion is.
You're supposed to be having the right judgment when it comes to what your mind is really focused on.
Yeah.
Because your mind is full of opinions, right?
Yeah.
And full of thoughts. And what judgment to make. Should I do this? Should I do that? But at the end of the day, if any of those thoughts is not to do the will of the Lord, it's the wrong thought. Yeah. That's why the Lord say His commandments are not grievous. That's why the brother brought out, He have given you straight commandment, what you ought to do and what you ought to observe to keep from being punished, man. All the things in the world cloud your mind from the, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
From the main goal, being having your mind focused on the kingdom, man. So, did you finish reading? That we good on that point. Did you finish reading Colossians? Read it again, Colossians 3:2, and then go back to 2 Peter. If y'all brothers got some, go back to 2 Peter 3, read verse 13, and then jump to 17 and read 18.
You gonna read Colossians again?
Yeah, come.
This is Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yep. Plain, man.
Man,
Right. Go ahead. Y'all brothers have some?
Well, I got something.
Come on, go ahead, bring it out.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable,
That's the spirit. It came out again. Go ahead.
always abounding in the works of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Yeah. Right? Because the things that you will commit to in the world and choose over this truth, we know that shit, vanity. You know that's vanity.
yeah.
You know that's vanity. You know that that's gonna come to naught.
Last long, bro. Money don't even last long. You know that shit ain't gonna last long. A bitch don't even last long. You know your car don't last long. Everything in this society, it do not last long. That's why the Lord said everything is temporal. I mean what? Temporary, bro. Only thing is forever is what? The kingdom of heaven. That's what the Lord says, forever and forever and forever, man. This bullshit, that shit's only temporary, man. Because you can lose anything in the blink of an eye. I just won a lottery. Guess what? The so-called white man can take it from you, and every time you walk out your house, you can lose it. Somebody can rob your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can lose everything, man. That's why he says, store your treasures up in heaven. You can't lose that. Only person can take that gift away is you have about Shema Shah, because that's something that has been given unto you, and that's faith.
That's right. Hey, it made me think of I forget where it said, but that rich man that, you know, what the scriptures say,
Because he
Second
want
Peter,
to give up his riches.
Luke, yeah. Yeah, you can lose your
Yeah, I
life,
get
man.
it.
Here you are.
I get it, I get it,
You
I get
thinking
it.
you good. Well, I'm rich. You know, I set myself up to be, you know, this great man in this society. Hey, the Lord can take your spirit from you,
You
nigga.
hear me? Now you ain't got shit.
Now you out of here. Now you up here with me.
Prime example, King Solomon. He said what? Everything was what?
Actually, it's acts.
Better than
Acts,
what?
come.
Sex in the spirit. Because he had everything.
Right.
You got it out.
Yeah.
Go get it right quick. They talking about gonna bring it out.
Let
Looks
me
like
get what he
ain't-
just quoted right quick,
Go ahead.
This Acts 8 and 20. But Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the gift of the Most High may be purchased with money.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said that food. Hey. Basically, the Lord killed him, man. Today, he gonna take your spirit. The Lord is in control, man.
Yep.
We depend on you. How about Shema Shah, man? We don't worry about money or things in this life, man. The worldly things, man. That can be taken away in a blink of an eye like
I'm
that.
talking about, bro. I just got my check. You know. You know what I'm saying?
Check already, bro.
You hear me? Like, anything can happen. That's why you gotta fear the Most High, man. But like I say, the prime example is King Solomon. Go ahead, because this King Solomon, look what he said.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14.
Yeah.
I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirit.
Yep. Everything on this earth is vain. It's gonna come to naught. You know, you want to make sure you're investing in something that's gonna bring a profit unto you. The only thing that you can be assured that's going to profit you is the words of the Heavenly Father.
That's it.
And belief in His only begotten Son, that they're going to be executed.
That's
right?
That's
the
it.
judgments of the Lord are going to be executed, man.
That's right.
Come on, man. When Yahweh Shai said it was done, that means we just waiting.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. Esau Cole.
That sealed everything. That sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Esau Cole talking about like how he got our people thinking that chasing the bag is it. They gonna chase the bag till guess what? It ain't no bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying?
That little piece of carrot in front of the horse, man. To keep
Keep
forward.
it moving forward. Yep.
Esau Cole, man. But get what? The Lord got a trick for his ass. That's why he sent the prophets out here.
This John 15 and 1. I am the true vine, my Father is the husbandman.
What?
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he take it away.
Yeah.
And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Right. So we being purged, right? We being made more and more pure so that we can produce more fruit for the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
That's also why the Lord wants you to give diligence. Because the more that you do this, the quicker we get out of here, really. Because remember, once the elect are sealed, then the end gonna come.
Man, bro.
It's 3. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. It's the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can you, except you abide in me.
Right. So you gotta make sure you stick to the root, right? You read about Yahweh Shai, he said, I'm the root and offspring, right? So Yahweh Shai is the root that we must make sure we stick to, man. We gotta stick to the root of our faith, man.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Verse 5. I am the
Foundation.
vine.
Because you start seeing other things, you let these other things be what you depending upon to survive, then you getting away from the
You really
foundation.
throwing you off your mission.
Yeah.
John 15 and 5. I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abide in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing.
Right. So once you forsake the Habashim and Habashai, that's why you gotta have the names.
Yeah.
So the Lord give you the names. He give you all of this, and this is your grace. And it say by grace are we saved. Right? So you throw it away, it's nothing left but the wrath of the Lord.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
So like verse 6. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered. And man gathered them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that you may, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples.
Yeah.
Hey, so you gotta do the work of the Lord. You gotta abide in your house, if you want salvation.
That's it.
If not, you're gonna be part of the wealth. You know, nuclear missiles,
He
nuclear
the
fire.
Savior. He said, no one come to the Father but through me.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Go ahead. You got something, bro?
I got something.
Okay.
This 2 Timothy 2 and 15, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly divided the word of truth.
Right. And study means to labor. Yep.
I looked up workman in the dictionary. It say a man employed to do manual labor.
Yep. Right. So that's what it's all about.
With that vineyard.
Yep.
Working with that penny.
Yep. You got something?
I got some, yeah.
Come on.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heard these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock.
Yep. That rock. Who is our rock? Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
That chief cornerstone, the foundation, right?
Right.
The rock of our salvation. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not.
Right. So that's going really lining right back up with the parable, right? Of the seed sown by the wayside, right? When the trials and the tribulations come, you're gonna stay rooted, right? If that house is built upon the rock of a strong foundation, Yahweh Shah, nothing's gonna call that house not gonna fall.
Remember growing up, elementary.
3 little pigs.
daycare, the 3 little pigs. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
The straw and the sticks, and then what?
The bricks.
The bricks. He huffing and puffing. When we got to the bricks, he couldn't do shit to it. Why?
Yep.
Because the foundation was built upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our chief cornerstone, man.
God.
This is how we were growing up, learning that, and we actually see. If we build ourselves upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, bro, we would not be confounded, man. Why?
Right.
Because the Lord's words is faithful and they are true, man.
That's right, bro.
For it was founded upon a rock, verse 26. And everyone that heard these sayings of mine and does them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and a great was the fall of it.
Yep. So it's gonna be known in the end who built their house upon that rock and who built their house upon sand. All right, and who continued to build on that rock. Right? You got Jake out here jumping ship and trying to build upon another foundation.
Yeah.
You know, leaving that house, moving out of that house, and moving and building that house upon another foundation. You know?
It's going according to the scripture. It's contrary to the scripture. The Lord said, build not that foundation on another man. You know, build not that house on another man's foundation. You want to say, I'm
I'm just saying, if everybody was gonna be tried by fire,
yeah.
whether it be plastic,
Wood.
wood, stubble,
Go to that purification.
everybody, you're gonna be purged
That's right.
by fire.
Go ahead, 2 Peter. We're gonna finish it off. I close it out. Let's both got something else.
You got it.
Go ahead, dog.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth in righteousness.
Go to 17, Baba Shah.
This 2 Peter 3 and 17. Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. To him be glory both now and forever.
Right, so anything in this world that seems glorious that you're putting your time into is going to fail. But the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is forever, man. Right? So you gotta sow to that. You gotta sow to this ministry. You gotta make sure that everything that you got in your body is pretty much reserved to glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
All with a price. To glorify Yahweh Shai, your members.
Yep. Yep. So with that, We're going to close out giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Babal. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, go ahead hit that hole.